We have three other trigonometric identities for the sum and difference of two angles. Sine of A plus B is equal to sine of A times cosine of B plus cosine of A times sine of B. If there is a plus between them, in the result, we have a plus in the middle of the two terms. If there is a minus, then in the middle of them, it becomes a minus. The sine of the first times the cosine of the second, and then it switches to the cosine of the first times the sine of the second. For the cosine, the pair of cosines of the first and the second comes first. Then the sign changes. That means if there is a plus between the two angles, in the result, it becomes a minus. If there is a minus, it becomes a plus. Then the pair of sines of the angles comes after that. Tangent of A plus B is written like this. The tangents of the angles are separated first. If there is a plus between the two angles, in the result, there is a plus between the tangents in the numerator. And if there is a minus between them, in the result, there is a minus between the tangents in the numerator. Divided by the whole expression, 1 plus the product of the two tangents with the opposite sign from the numerator. If there is a plus between the two angles in the denominator, it becomes a minus. If there is a minus in the denominator, it becomes a plus. In the next part, two examples are given for a better understanding of these formulas. Two examples for the application of these formulas. For example, 105 should be broken into two numbers whose sine and cosine we know and are easy for us to calculate. I break 105 into 60 plus 45, which means 60 plus 45 equals 105. And according to the main formula, sine of 60 multiplied by cosine of 45 plus cosine of 60 multiplied by sine of 45. Where the sine of 60 is radical 3 over 2, the cosine of 45 is radical 2 over 2. The cosine of 60 is 1 over 2, and the sine of 45 is radical 2 over 2. Then the result equals radical 6 plus radical 2 over 4. For 75 degrees, we can calculate the same way. For example, we break 75 into 45 plus 30. Cosine of 45 times cosine of 30. Cosine of 45 times cosine of 30 minus. So we are using the second formula. Minus sine of 45 times sine of 30. Cosine of 45 is radical 2 over 2. And cosine of 30 is radical 3 over 2. And sine of 45 is radical 2 over 2. And the sine of 30 is 1 over 2. And The result is radical 6 minus radical 2 over 4.